Hey guys, Hobo Yeti here. It's the weather's actually starting to change a little bit. It's well, I mean today it got up to like 48, which is nice. And I don't know. I've been out of the hotel about a week, and maybe a little bit more, and I'm feeling okay. But the darkness has come back, the depression has come back, and I'm just really struggling to cope with it. I think that having a hotel and being able to shower and being able to just live like a normal person. That was nice. I didn't really have any depression then, but then I got back into my tent and I was okay for a couple of days. And then I don't know if it's the weather, the looming clouds of the Pacific Northwest, or what, the grayness, the fact that right over here is a little like swampy, marshy area. During the summer it gets real dry, over the winter though, and it's starting to creep upon my tent, and I'm trying to figure out what to do about that. I could just take one of my tarps and like wrap it around the bottom and then like close it on the corners like you're wrapping a Christmas present kind of deal. But like I don't want to go through that right now. And I don't want to move my tent, I'm just like I'm tired. I feel like I'm in this pit of despair almost, and I've said it before, like, being homeless, a lot of it is about managing despair, and but I don't know if I've got that in me, honestly. I don't know if I've sorry, this thing's all wonky and stuff, but like I don't know if I've I don't feel like I have a future. I don't feel like I feel like I've made all left turns when I should have gone right, and I feel like like anything I think of, like I've got some, I've got the debilitating depression, the MDD, and I've got anxiety issues, and I've got some physical issues that I cannot overcome, right? And so what do I do with that? Where do I take that? Where do I go? How do I get out of this? And, obviously, doing the same thing over and over isn't working. I'm thinking about walking down the coast, just kind of taking, getting some gear together, potentially, maybe getting some money in the future, and getting some gear and just walking down the coast. I've walked it before. It's really beautiful. And like if I'm going to be homeless, it's kind of like when I was in Virginia. I was like, well, if I want to be homeless, like I'm going to walk. I'm going to do something constructive. And like getting a job wasn't an option then. It's not really an option now. And so instead of just sitting and wallowing in my situation, and I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, the first year I was here, it was the depression was severe, and I had a problem just getting up every day. It's getting better in some ways. In some ways, it's still there, and so I don't know how to, I'm thinking like maybe I'll just walk down the coast. Maybe I'll just grab some gear and maybe get a cart of some sort. Save up some money, get a cart, and then start walking down the coast when the weather's nice. I could really handle losing some weight. The depression is like, with the depression, I'll eat lots of chocolate, kind of overload on the carbs and stuff, so I'll go to sleep and I don't have to live that day. But it's a little rough, and I'm experiencing that now, and maybe, like I said, maybe walking down the coast is a good option for me. Maybe it's a good, it'll get me in shape. and physicality helps with depression and stuff. I have found that antihistamines, like for what the whole time I was in the hotel, I was taking these antihistamines, hydroxys or whatever they're called, and like I started having less and less problems with the depression. Of course, it could have been also I was in a hotel, but there have been some studies that antihistamines help with depression, strangely enough, and so I've got like some over-the-counter. I've ran out of the prescription stuff, and like I don't know. I'll have to figure it out. I have to figure out like if the over-counter stuff is helping me or not. Lately, it's not really. I'm just kind of. I mean, it's warmer out, and that's nice. It's raining a lot more, which is not nice. But the summer's coming, and the spring, and all that stuff, and I don't know. I just feel like I have the sort of Damocles hanging over my head, and it feels like one wrong step, and and that sword comes down, and I'm like, the sword being, a metaphor for the depression, I don't know. I'm making a little money on YouTube, which is very nice, but it's not like a job. It's not, it's not it's not much. I mean, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm grateful, and I'm grateful for those of you who have sent me, some money to kind of help me with my situation. I really appreciate it. Super grateful. But it's like money coming from like unknown sources and stuff like that is fine, but it's like it's not money I can count on, like I don't know that money's coming, so I have to plan for, the worst case kind of scenario. I don't know. I would like to try to build the YouTube channel up, maybe do some shorts and stuff. I don't know about the shorts. I don't know. Like, I don't see myself being able to, like, come up with content less than 1 minute. I don't even know what that is. I mean, I do watch shorts and stuff, but, like, I don't know how I could turn... but maybe when I'm on the road, maybe I'm walking down the coast and I can do some of that. Maybe I'll finally get to a point where I get some money to get a stove, because I really want to do that. I want to cook and have some hot meals and like some hot tea. I wanted to do that last month, but like the scabies fiasco like really screwed that up. Every cent I had went to just try and find relief, and I found relief, and I'm so grateful for that. But now I'm back at square one. I'm actually in a worse situation than I was. I'm in a smaller tent. I'm staying warm, and that's nice. But like my clothes, like I've got these jogging pants and a pair of canvas pants and 2 shirts. Like I don't have very much at all, and it's I keep on, like, anytime I go into Walmart or Fred Meyer or something, I'll go to the discounted area to see if they have like a $5 pair of pants or something. Sometimes they do. So, and I just don't like wearing the same pair of clothes for, weeks and weeks at a time. I want to feel clean and stuff like that. But whatever. I don't know. I just feel like like nothing that I do is ever right. Okay, so if I could get a job, I would get one. I've had people have offered like stuff like that online. Well, come to Virginia, come to Maryland, come to wherever, and I just can't, I can't leave the Pacific Northwest. The thing is, I get super overheated, and the Pacific Northwest is really the only place I feel, and also like, let's say I got on my feet a little bit, if but something, went south, like at least here in the Pacific Northwest, like I know the area I know, that I could survive, and I know how to get by in a whole new area. I don't know. I don't think that would be the case, and I would be stressed out about it. So, really, I'm just, you know, on a day by day thing. I'll go in and I'll shop and I'll get some food and some grub, and then I have Amazon Prime right now, and I'll download some videos. I think I've gone through their whole catalog, just watching whatever I could just to kind of keep me out of myself. I don't watch anything too dark because that puts me in a pretty dark place. I try to focus on light comedies or stuff like that kind of, or like, I don't know, crime scene investigation stuff. Not really my scene. I'm more of a sci-fi guy. But it's something to kind of pull me out of myself. I've got some music on my phone that helps with that somewhat. I have a lot of music that resonates with me, but it resonates like on a sort of like who I am. So a lot of it's kind of soulful and dark, and I don't always want to listen to that. I want to listen to like upbeat stuff. Maybe like years ago, I started listening to techno. I don't know, like 12, 15 years ago, I started listening to techno, and I don't really like techno as a general rule, but it doesn't have like those soulful. It takes you out of the moment. It puts you into a place that is not soulful, that is not, it's not going to remind you of who you are and things you've lost and heartache and all that stuff. It's not going to remind you of any of that. It's not going to bring the depression on. I try to listen to stuff that takes me out of that. Audiobooks if I can. I've got like 6 or 7 audiobook series, like 12 to 25 books each, and like I'll just listen to them, and I've listened to all of them over and over again. I've listened to all of them over and over again, but it's not, I don't know. It's like I don't really listen to them for the story necessarily, because I've already listened to them or read them many times. But it's nice to have a voice in my ear. It takes me out of the present. I don't know. So maybe, like I said, I think I'm gonna try to focus on walking down the coast, and and I don't need anything. I guess the only thing special I need is a cart, like a bicycle cart, jogging cart, or something like that. If I could get one of those, that would be nice. Because because I learned when I was in North Carolina that I can't walk, carrying a backpack with a day's worth of water or 2 days worth of water. It's heavy. It's too much for my old crippled soul, So I think I'll try to get a cart and walk down the coast and not think about the future. I'll focus on doing videos and stuff like that, and that'll kind of take me out of the present, out of the mire, the quagmire that's my life, and it'll put me into maybe a new space and focus on that. The thing is being here, I don't see any future, but like on the road, I still don't see any future. Like, let's say I go on the road and I'm walking down the coast, where will I end up? I mean, the good thing about that is it provides like a new sort of, like a new potential possibility, or it could end up that I just come back here because like the Oregon Coast Trail, the OCT, that takes about a month to walk, in a reasonable sort of way. I'll be doing some of that. I guess I'll try doing some of that trail, but I'll have a cart, so I'll be mostly on the roads, I guess. And and I might end up back here for next winter. I don't know. I just know that I have to do something different. I have to make a change in my life that will potentially jumpstart me out of the quagmire that is my life, and so I don't know. I just want to share that with you guys. I know some of these videos that I do are kind of emotionally like depression videos, and they suck. And I'm not talking about gear. I'm not talking about the top 10 homeless things and stuff like that. I'm just kind of sharing with you my my daily existence. And somebody commented on my channel last week. They were like, you got to stop marketing in misery. And I was like, I didn't realize it at the time, but I was like, oh, well, I guess my life is kind of miserable sometimes, and I guess I can't really market that, but, that's my life, I'm just, I don't believe in like putting a happy face on like my life when I'm feeling, I believe in being real, and just talking about the way it is. And if it sucks, it sucks. And don't get me wrong, it's kind of like a bruise on an apple, I don't always feel like, like sometimes I'll put the face on that's like I'll turn the apple around and be like, okay, this is the shiny, happy side, whatever, you know what I mean? But then there's also the dark side, and I can't separate the two. They're inextricably, and they're linked, right? And inextricably. Anyway, I don't know. I'm just doing the best I can, just trying to get through the day. And the depression, like I don't have control over a lot of things. Some days I have control. Some days the antihistamines or the vitamin C or the vitamin B or any of the other number of things I'm doing will work, and I'll be totally happy for that day. But the problem with those days also is that I know that I know the depression is going to come back, right? It's not like, oh, it's gone forever, we're having a good day, maybe we'll have 2 good days. I know that when that day is done, like, I'm back to crawling just to survive, and so I don't know. I think a lot of people out there, a lot of homeless, are in the same boat. It's why I continue to do this channel, even though, like I said, I could start a different channel. I could, talk about other things, build a following and stuff. But and even though I get a lot of hate mail in comments and stuff to this channel, I keep on doing it because I know that there are other people out there that are feeling the same way. And sometimes knowing that somebody else is going through the same thing as you are, they're experiencing the same level of misery and despair, it helps. It helps a little bit, So anyway, yeah, so I hope your road's a good one. And if you're homeless, I hope it doesn't suck for you. Peace.